Welcome to the Awareness Shift, where we explore the transformative power of self-awareness, energy, and conscious living. Hi, I'm Anita, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey to elevate your energy and transform your life. Now, this is our very first episode, and thank you so much for being with me at this time. And we're going to dive into the foundation of it all, and that is energy and self-awareness. So for today's topic, it's going to be Awareness 101, Discovering the Power Within. And by the end of this episode, you'll have a clear understanding just what self-awareness is, what it means to you, and why it matters, and how you can start practicing it today. All right, so I hope you're comfortable. Kick your shoes off, and let's get started. All right, now the first thing that I want to define is energy. So what is energy? Well, now energy is the capacity to do the work and the ability to change things. First and foremost, energy is everything. Now, if energy is everything, what does that mean? That means that you're energy, I'm energy. That means you have the capacity to do the work and the ability to change things in your immediate surrounding, your sphere of influence. So that's energy. We're energy. And what is self-awareness? Well, self-awareness simply is the ability to see yourself clearly, to understand your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and how they influence your interactions with the world. See, it's about noticing what's happening within you as well as what's around you. And that's doing that gently without judgment. So I'm going to ask you to imagine your self-awareness as a mirror, okay? Now this reflects who you truly are, not who you think you should be. And with this clarity, you can align your actions with your values, your beliefs, navigate challenges with greater ease, and create a life that feels, just so genuine and fulfilling. Now, what is the role of thoughts in self-awareness? Oh my gosh, thought is, again, everything is energy. And there's a saying that energy flows where thought goes. That alone says it right there, that the power of thought is phenomenal. And here's something I want you to remember, that your thoughts shape your reality. Now think of it this way. Think of your mind as a projector and your thoughts as the film. Whatever's on the reel gets projected onto the screen of your life. But now here's the catch, okay? You're not your thoughts. You're not your thoughts. You're the observer of those thoughts. All right? And by practicing observation, you start to recognize thought patterns, mind awareness, thought awareness, beliefs, and narratives that have been running on autopilot. So you'll begin to say, wow, I didn't know that I thought this so much. Wow. I didn't know that this was a preliminary to the action or the reaction or the response that I gave. Wow. This thought thing is something else. See, this awareness is the first step to creating change, okay? Now, there are practical tools for building self-awareness, and I'd like to share a simple practice with you. And that practice is, pause. Just pause. Find a quiet moment in your day and just take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath and observe. Just notice the thoughts that are running through your mind. Let's do that right now, just for a moment. Take a moment. breathe. Take a thought or mind. Take mind awareness of your thoughts right now. Don't judge them. Just observe. What are you thinking? Don't try to change them. You might say, "Oh, I don't want to think that." Well, that's negative. No, we're not going to do that. Don't judge them. Just observe them. And now ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Is this thought serving me? If not, imagine releasing it. Imagine releasing it like a balloon. Just see a balloon in your mind, that thought. Put that thought in that balloon. As you know how you blow up a balloon and it gets bigger? Okay, see those words or images, whatever, and see them go into that balloon and begin floating into the sky. Now here's another great tool. It's diary writing. We call it journaling, but back in the day, it was a diary. You got your diary out with the key. Remember the diary with the lock on the little book, the little journal book, and we had the key that we can lock it. I want to get back to that old school. Okay, great. Another tool is diary. Let's break out the diary and do some writing. Okay, write down your thoughts and emotional sensations. Okay, the emotional sensations are happy, sad, frustrated, glad, anger, okay? Because there's a difference between feelings and experiencing emotional sensations. So write down your thoughts and emotional sensations. And now if you experience joy, that's a feeling. When you experience fulfillment, peace, love, agape love, unconditional love, those are feelings. Because even romantic love, romantic love, I'm going to stay there, is an emotional sensation. Unconditional love is a feeling. So write them down. Write down your thoughts, your emotional sensations, and your feelings. Because, often seeing them, I'm very visual. Often seeing them on paper provides clarity. You've heard that saying in the Bible, write it down and make it plain. Because this helps us uncover insights that we might miss otherwise. I have two sayings that it ain't the thing, it's how you look at it, and manifestation is in the belief. And I have signature t-shirts to remind us about that. And ever since I've been wearing my manifestation is in the belief, so far I've recovered or uncovered, I'm going to say uncovered, 2 beliefs that have been limiting me and I didn't know. Because what I did with what I believed, I just gave a justification for it. Because one of the things that I do is I represent unemployed workers at hearings. And I would never, I've been doing this since 2004, I would never ever give a closing. And my reasoning was, it's not necessary. Everything is done during the question and answer format of the hearing. So I had convinced myself, that's not necessary. You don't have to give a closing because it's complete. Well, since 2004 now, it was in this year when I created the signature teas, manifestation is in the belief. It's almost like this is my soul is saying, okay, you're saying manifestation is in the belief. So now you're wanting to know what your beliefs are. One day it dawned on me that my belief about the closing, it wasn't because I didn't think that it was necessary. It was because I feared doing a closing. I didn't think that I was good enough to do it. I did not think I was good enough to do it. I didn't have the confidence to do it. So once that belief introduced itself to me consciously, because it was in my subconscious, once it introduced itself to me consciously and I was able to look at it, and right now I'm just holding my hand in front of my face, just in front of my eyes, looking at this thing like, wow, here's this belief here. I'm able to address it because I see it. Because I see it, then I was able to correct it. And guess what? Guess who does closings now? Not all the time, but I do them. And this is 2024. But since 2004 up until 2024, my reasoning for not doing a closing was because I didn't think it was necessary. That was the reasoning that I had convinced myself why I didn't do closings. Beautiful thing, self-awareness. Okay, so those are the things when we begin to become self-aware, consciously self-aware, saying, I want to be aware of my thought, because we have what some people say over 70,000 thoughts that we filter through our minds each day, each and every day. And a lot of it, some have said that 85% is destructive negative, because not all negative is destructive. Some negative is protective. It's protective. But it's been stated in research, psychologists, it's been stated that 85 to 95% of our thought pattern is destructive negative. And what we're doing is operating on that autopilot, not even recognizing. It's a powerful thing. Remember, energy. You are energy. Everything naturally engaged, resonates, and gravitates toward the inside of you, your thought. So whatever the vibration is of your thought, and I forgot, okay, energy also consists of velocity, which is the speed in which you continuously think those thoughts, have that thought pattern. Energy has the element of measure, which is the vibration of that thought. Is it high? Is it low? Is it neutral? Meaning it's just flat. But is it high? Is it positive and filled with gratitude? Or is it low, filled with shame and regret? What are your thought patterns? And then also the frequency. How often do you have that type of thought that is low in vibration and just comes and it emerges and manifests in your mind with speed? So that's why. So let me recap. Energy is the capacity to do the work, the ability to change things. It consists of velocity, speed, frequency, how often, and measure the vibration. You are energy, the capacity to do the work and the ability to change things. All right. Okay. So now as we come to a close for now, here's something I'd love for you to try. Okay. Over the next week, choose one thought pattern to observe, just one, gently. Okay. Remember, without judgment, without regret, without shame and all that. Choose one thought pattern to observe gently and lovingly. Now, maybe it's a recurring doubt or a belief that's been holding you back. Now just notice how often it shows up and how it influences your actions. Notice that, your behavior. You might even begin to see that the belief that you think that you have is in contradiction to your behavior. For instance, you might say, okay, God is my source, my supply, and my support. But yet, when you go to the grocery store, you're always looking for things on sale. That behavior contradicts your belief that God is your source and your supply. Because if you really believed without no inner doubt that God is your source and your supply, then why would you be consistently, sometimes okay, but why would you consistently be looking for things on sale? Contradiction. Action, contradiction, contradicting the belief. Okay? All right, so just maybe it's one of those, and then just notice how often it shows up and how it influences your actions, because that is, self-awareness. This awareness here is the first step towards change, towards transformation. Okay, so in our next episode, we're going to explore what exactly is self-awareness. It's going to be technical, okay, because I want us to really understand what self-awareness in the definition is. There are elements of self-awareness, even there are four types, and then 5 elements, and within one of the elements there's some sub-elements. And I just want to share that information with you. So the next episode, we will dive into the definitions and exactly the definition of what self-awareness is, okay? And until then, my soul beautiful sister, my soul beautiful brother, until then, I'm going to leave you with this affirmation. I am the observer of my thoughts. I choose to nurture those that empower and uplift me. I am the observer of my thoughts, and I choose to nurture those that empower and uplift me. All right. Okay, well, thank you so much. Thank you again. Thank you. Blessings to you. And thank you again for tuning in to the Awareness Shift. Now together, let's elevate our energy and transform our lives. This self-awareness is a journey. It's not a destination per se. It's not like you get to one destination, I'm just totally 100% self-aware. No, it's a beautiful journey, and each destination is the elevation of our self-awareness. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to elevate our energy and transform our lives together, one beautiful moment of awareness at a time. All right. Okay, so we know that the journey in self-recovery is absolutely beautiful. And I hope you know Soul Beautiful, both he and she, so are you. So come on, let's touch on that trust that within you, just like Coaching 101 says, every answer you seek is within you. All you got to do is tap into you. Blessings.